Hello everyone and welcome to the Beyond Beaglington Christmas special.
So I was down at the station wondering what I could do. Then an idea came to me as I stood on platform 2. I'll take a train beyond Beaglington and try something new.
It's a weird thing to say because it's May, but as you know, there are certain problems with food security at the moment, and well, it's not been that easy for farmers to get things in the ground, especially potatoes. So I've struck across this idea from this seed collection, which is basically to drop it on the floor. But basically, we're going to try and grow enough vegetables for Christmas dinner. Probably not going to go very well, but we'll give it a go. So I've got these to plant here, and a potato to grow inside perhaps. So the idea is we're going to take off the top part here, plant stuff, and then I've got some black crates to keep the cats from getting at my stuff, and that's the plan. It's not a very good plan, but well, it's what I've got really. And weirdly, there are potatoes growing that I left in last year are still growing, so I don't know about that. But I probably should have thought this through. Oh well, let's crack on. That's the rubbish out of it. Now we need to mark it out. So the idea is we've got these big plastic crates, and I'm going to grow peas along the back wall, but I don't have peas to plant yet. But we've got these black crates, and the goal is to get things growing underneath them, dig them into the ground, and stop the cats getting them. So the current edge of the vegetable patch is out there. So we have 1, 2, and then another one here, 3, and another one there, 4. That's the plan. But you know, it's like I said, it's not a brilliant plan. They could be closer together. And yeah, I've got stones to mark it out, so I think the best thing to do is to clear the top and hope that I don't damage the potatoes over there. Ugh. What we actually have is the bed dug full of random bits of glass and stones, but you know, it's not too bad compared to what it was. Keep grabbing the stones out and hope things can grow past them. Don't really have anything else to see to get rid of the stones, but yeah. That's ready, I'd say. So we've got, we'll go with the bigger cages, I'd say. We've got one there, and one here. going to plant our vegetables. While the birds are looking around. It's going to be misty out the front. So now I suppose we should put down some soil and mix it in a bit and get the bed ready for some vegetables. This is actually bad. I'm going to keep some of this for planting our potato. Parsnip on one side, Brussels on the other. Cauliflower and salvia. Carrots and cabbage. They're here. Right, so we have carrot on this side and something else with and parsnip on that side. So we need to open these two. Oh, good luck to us. Right, so we're going to have a line down the middle, presumably, where you've got one crate and you've got two crates. So we'll do the first serving first, which will be parsnips, I suppose. So parsnips, carrots, parsnips, and then weird seeds. This is weird how different the seeds are from between parsnips and carrots. Right. So we're gonna have to make some holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sort of holes there. Yeah. There should be more than enough. There should be 12 in theory. We'll probably have to just sprinkle some of them around. Let's see. So, got in there, 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 and there, and there. Got one in a hole. There, and there, in the hole, and there, and there, and there, and a few here, there, and everywhere. And then we'll just see now whether anything actually grows or not. Probably not, knowing this garden. That's the day, isn't it? There we are. We're all nearly covered. Oh, my stones. There. Right, that is the parsnips planted. And protected, and we've got these stones here. I'm going to stick on top. Keep things from getting under. should be fine on the other side. There you go. Right. And now to do the carrots. And now we have the potato planted. So what's this oil? Right. Grab some of this soil and put it in here. It's a bit clumpy, so we've got to put it in there. Knock it over, obviously. I'm on camera. Merry Christmas, everyone. Right. Put the potato in. There we go. And a bit more soil. And leave plenty of space so that I can cover it up. And there we have the potato planted. I'll pop that right here, out of the way, in the background. So there's the planter for now, might move it inside, and there's some of the potatoes that are growing since they came out from last year. So there you go. And there's the old fuchsia bush. I'm going to stand here instead. Right, well, I'm quite muddy. The carrots, parsnips, potatoes, we used to have the peas, and maybe we'll plant some broccoli and Brussels sprouts, who knows. But yes, let's see I suppose what happens with this. Right, it's now June the 5th, and it's time to get the Brussels sprouts and the broccoli planted, and something else I have planted as well. But first we're going to start out with this tray and Brussels sprouts and broccoli. Okay, so we've got the tray and some soil. So I'm just going to fill it in. Now it's been a mixed June so far. We had some very lovely sunny weather in May, and then we had some nice hot sunny days over the bank holiday weekend, but currently it's a bit changeable. We'll see now whether the year stays as damp and wet as last year, or if it improves. It sort of sticks in this soil for some reason. It's nearly ready. Right, what does it say about Brussels sprouts and that one's actually got to go inside, apparently. This is so inside, so does that mean in one of these or does it mean inside? I don't know, but we'll get that inside now. Pop that out of the way. There's now this old thing to fill up. You might recognise this from last year. This was our tomato tray. So last year we planted peas, we planted Belgian Wonder, so I'm planting them again. And this year I'm also going to try some meteor peas, and I'm going to try plant them in here first and then transplant them to the plough bed if they start to grow. So some peas. And drops from the other packets. I think the thing's growing. Right. Now, I'm going to leave those
best. Get this one. There, right, just have a bit of a tidy up.
So over here we have the area that's marked out where some of the peas are going to go still, and the potato plant that's growing here is, well, still growing. Just about. All this tangle vine weed stuff growing all over the ground. And this is where the carrots and parsnips were planted. As you can see, the cats have tried to crap in it, but they haven't been able to get into my cages. Although there are things growing, I have no idea what they are. Probably weeds, but we'll see. But they're not growing in like the neat rows that we planted those in, and they're also growing outside of it. So yeah, it's not looking too good just yet. However, in the planter you can see that the potato planted here is actually growing. So that's one thing, at least, is actually growing, amongst other things. Right, so I suppose that ends June the 5th, and I'll come back another day. And here is the willow tree, looking very good, very healthy, and also the giant rhubarb is growing. It's not real rhubarb, it's just a nickname. It is a secret experimental pea garden. That's right, time for an update on the Christmas dinner. So it's now July, and things are in fact growing. Some things more than others. So let's go and check them out. So this here is my Brussels sprouts and broccoli. And as you can see, I've got some things growing over here. I think that's broccoli. And I think this side is the Brussels sprouts. Something's growing. I've got to water that tray now. I'm going to pop these inside while I'm away, once they've been well watered, because I don't know how well they'll do outside while I'm away in case the top blows off. These are peas, so these are Meteor and Kelvin Wonder, and as you can see, they are in fact growing, so that's a start. However, we do have a slight problem over here. This is one of last year's potatoes. And this is where we planted the carrot and parsnip, where there is absolutely nothing, as far as I can tell, except tangleweed and roots of weeds growing across it and everything. It's not gone well. If we walk across the garden, though, to the swamp, you see the old willow trees growing quite well. We have emergency peas planted over here in case the other ones go bad. And that one's got one growing there, and there were some growing, but something's gone in and eaten all of them, so they're in a bit of a state. But the best progress we've made with any of them, I'd say, is the potato we planted in the planter. So that's actually done the best, and I need to get some more soil when I come back from the holiday if it hasn't flowered, and earth that up and hopefully get some more potatoes out of that. So hopefully there are some potatoes in there, and not just the one that I planted. So that's where we are now. But there's no sign of summer, really, now. Right. Let's hope there's more to update on soon. Right, so you may remember in my holiday video that I had tomatoes left while I was on holiday, and it's no different for the food that I planted for Christmas. So we have something growing here. I have no idea what it is, because outside, the things that I planted outside seem to be different. There's appear to be some sort of mould growing, but hopefully I can replant these things that have grown into some bigger pots. The big success story, however, is the peas. So all the peas that I planted outside are gone. But we have plants here. That one appears to have some fluffy stuff growing on it. So I'm hoping to get these replanted as well into something bigger, and then get them growing up something, hopefully. But yeah, I'll leave them like that for now. There we go. A little update on how the Christmas veg is growing. Peas are coming up. And over here we've got the Brussels sprouts and the broccoli growing in the tray. Right, this one's really sprouted up, hasn't it? I mean, it's now taken up several of the things. Excuse me? Excuse me? You're sleeping on my vegetables. I brought them inside so the cats wouldn't get at them. Nope. Bloody typical.
So, it's now the middle of August. The weather's been absolutely atrocious. We had a thunderstorm last night where there was lightning like every 2 minutes. And as you can see, the potato plant's not doing too well. So I'm going to harvest it now, because there's nothing left, to put it politely, and see if actually anything has grown inside, because our Christmas dinner at this moment is in jeopardy, because the carrots and parsnips haven't grown, the peas grew and then were eaten. I've got some backup peas inside, I've got Brussels sprouts and broccoli growing inside, but I don't think they're going to do well. So at the moment, what we have for Christmas dinner is nothing. So, this is designed to come out. This piece here. Remember a bit in the guide. So, I mean, the whole point is you're supposed to pull this up, the potatoes fall out. Watch this. Question is there any potato inside that? You would dig about in it. We have got some potatoes. Some very, very small potatoes that are possibly a bit too small for roasting, but you might get mash out of it. That's like 13 potatoes. So that is the mash sorted, I would say. We have one component to the Christmas dinner. Right. Well, that's one part of the harvest done. Right, so we have potatoes, but we're having a bit of a September emergency. So as you can see, that's the peas. They've not fared too well. Despite food and water, they've just sort of died. There's a wasp there. Anyways, leave me alone, or land on me, but you're really annoying because I'm trying to film. Come on, bugger off. Alright, or just circle me. Anyway, so the peas are not good. I don't know how I'm going to remedy that. It's September. We've got 3 months till Christmas. That's not good. Carrots and parsnips, you may remember, if I've filmed it earlier in the episode, not good. But I planted some emergency ones, and we have something. I've no idea what's actually growing here, but they are going to be repotted into something and hopefully grow. So I've got these grow bags here. So that's what's
some of them are going to go into these, and I will get some tubs. The strange thing is that something has been growing indoors and surviving despite the conditions, and despite nothing turning up originally. It is apparently Brussels sprouts and broccoli. However, they don't look like that. So they're going to get replanted as well. So I'm going to grab some soil and I'm going to get some big tubs and I'm going to replant things and hope for the best.
We can start to replant things. We've got
Just checking those still for me.
these things. We've got here on the side. We've got this here. The problem is this tray comes up as all one thing, so I'm going to have to tip it out and hope for the best. Try to kill it as I do it. Now we have to plant those. Now I have no idea why we leave this. Because I leave it out the front while the weather's good. Quite how I'm going to get them all out. I don't know. One way to do it, and then turn over each little thing. Right, I'll come back with another update.
Some of the vegetables for Christmas dinner now growing on the windowsill.
I'm not sure replanting the carrots and parsnips has gone down too well with the carrots and parsnips.
So now it's time to prepare the potatoes for the Christmas dinner. So, jump in there, they're a little bit dirty, but I had them in a box before. Now we're just going to do what we did before in the cube episode, I suppose, and just rinse them off so they're clean for peeling. Ready for peeling and chopping. You gonna help me with these potatoes, Puppus? Right, let's get chopping. We have our spuds, I'm just gonna pop them on the side. And again, we're going to try and peel them, so we've got some very small potatoes here. This is the last one. rinse. There we have it, the last of our spuds that we've grown, and that's in there, and those are going to go into the steamer, I think, and hopefully we'll make a bit of mash out of those. Right, next job.
Right, well, here you can see the progress we've made on the carrots and parsnips. There's nothing there.
Right, so we've got to put the veg on to steam now, so we've got them in here, and we can arcane chain down there, and we can go pop and pour our hot water in. Put the lid on, turn on the heat, and now we wait.
And here we have the peas.
Right, well they've been steaming long enough, so it's time to sort them out. So we're going to arcane again. Oil, and move the camera. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pot off the heat. Also pour away this hot water. Then I will put my schwalls into the pot. And then we're going to mash them. In order to mash them, I'm just going to chuck a little butter in there. And some pepper. And salt. And get out my masher. Break up the shape of them. Smells nice. Nice. And then we use a fork. Don't want to do it. Nice. And now we can assemble this with the rest of the stuff that we've managed to grow and cook for the Christmas dinner at Beyond Beaglington.
And here we have the Brussels sprouts and broccoli growing. I mean, they're still alive, but I don't think they're ready to be turned into a Christmas dinner.
Well, here we have it, the Christmas dinner at Beyond Beaglington that we grew in our garden. Well, here's the real message of this. It's incredibly difficult to grow your own food at home for your Christmas dinner, and I haven't even managed to grow the meat or the gravy. So really what the message is here is that we should be very grateful for the people that do work in all hours and all weather conditions to bring us the food that we put on our table for Christmas. And with that, I say thank you to everyone who's watched along and who has liked, commented, shared and subscribed. And I hope you have a very full and lovely Christmas dinner. That's what's in the little tray. But for now, that's the end of this episode of Beyond Beaglington. Thank you for tuning into the Christmas special. And we'll see you again for another one soon. Don't forget, there's the playlist and the subscribe bubble. But now I'm going to tuck into my potatoes. Ta-ra! You're a bit cold.